Hey resellers, thanks so much for clicking on today's video. You read the title, you clicked on the video, so that means you are considering going full-time in reselling online in 2022. Today I'm going to show you exactly what that means, what a day in the life of a full-time reseller could be, what types of things that I sold. You're just going to go throughout the day with me. What does it mean to be a full-time reseller in 2022? Guys, one of the biggest parts about reselling is obviously the shipping. Now, I'm not gonna promise that shipping is the most glamorous or the most fun part of reselling. Some resellers hate it. I try to look at it as one of the best parts about reselling because it means that I sold something. And so let's run downstairs to my office. I'm going to pull the orders and I will show you guys what sold that we're about to ship. So I am active on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. Now, I don't sell on all three platforms. I'm just gonna say that right now. I mean, yes, sales do trickle in on Mercari, and sometimes they dribble in a little bit on Poshmark, but I sell on eBay. So the bulk of the orders we're about to talk about are eBay. I have other reseller friends that are all in on Mercari and they're fantastic and phenomenal at that. I know other people who have found incredible success on Poshmark. So don't let one person's success or failure on a platform determine which one that you necessarily want to use. Gather all of the information, determine which one's best for you. Those are the three that I list on, but most of the things today are sold on eBay. I found this pair of Coach shoes. These are brand new, but they had X's on the bottom of them. These were only $4 at the thrift store. They're a size 5, which is incredibly small, so I took a very lowish offer on these and I sold these for $40, you guys. Turned my $4 into $40. The buyer also paid shipping. Now, if you are considering getting into shoes, size does matter, you guys. Those smaller sizes like that, just think of how many women you know in real life that wear a size 5 in a shoe. The same thing with women's pants. Like, buying size 0 jeans and size 5 shoes is not necessarily the best option unless they are practically brand new or designer heels. Stay away from it. Guys, this wooden box came in a lot of things that I bought at an auction. So when I say a lot, like I think this one was actually in a box. The entire box was $4 and I got lots and lots of items in there. I would never ever have bought this on my own. This hangs on the wall and then let me show you. So it opens up and inside you can put your keys and you just hang it on the wall. I never would have picked this up. I almost redonated it when I came home and saw it in the box that I was forced to buy everything. And I didn't. I looked up comps. Guys, I just sold this within a week of listing it for $29.60. $30 for this box. I was gonna throw this out. Sometimes the things that you don't necessarily see value in, someone else will. So don't ever let like your personal style or your personal taste dictate whether or not you pick up something of value or of quality. If you missed it a couple videos ago, I talked about buying 462 cookbooks. These are 2 of those. Guys, I'm $25 into the entire lot of all of the cookbooks. So this one sold for $5.99 plus $3.19 shipping. This one sold for $7.02 with free shipping. So I'm only making a couple bucks on each one, but 462 cookbooks. If I made $2 and I think 30 cents a piece was the math, I would profit over $1,000 on that. So I am just fine making, like I say, a couple bucks on each one of these. Now, these books will mail via media mail. Media mail is a really good service if you are mailing especially heavy weight books, textbooks, anything like that. It's designed basically for any type of educational media. So you're not supposed to use it for video games. You're not supposed to use it for comic books. You are not supposed to use it for anything with an advertisement in it, including magazines, but anything of educational value. And do not use it on blank media. That is any type of a blank cassette, blank VHSs, blank DVDs. Do not use it for that. It is set up and designed to mail educational materials affordably. I paid a couple dollars for this tablet case. This is a Coach tablet case. I bought this at a friend's yard sale. When I asked her why she had such a low price on it, she said she didn't think that it was real. But I know Coach well enough to authenticate this right there at the yard sale. If you are a Coach collector, you know the satin just by looking at it. The stitching was right. Here's the thing. There's no creed inside of this. And so a lot of people would put it back. That's why she thought that it was not genuine. But Coach accessories and their small goods like this, oftentimes, even a small handbag will not have the creed inside of it. The ways I was able to authenticate this is the side of the zipper here right along the side says YKK. okay. Let me see if I can get to zoom in on that. Okay, I think you guys can maybe make out a little bit of the writing on the side of the zipper. When I ask people for pictures of the side of the zipper head, they always give me a top view. I need that side view so I can see. You see that? It says YKK. Now you can also look at a ring like this on a Coach bag and twirl it all the way around and be sure that there is no break in it. This should be a solid ring. The stitching should be straight. The pattern should be right. And again, if you are familiar enough with the satin lining, you know that that is true, authentic Coach satin lining. And so I bought this for just a couple bucks at the yard sale, but I was able to sell it for $14.90 plus $4.65 shipping. Now that sales price may come as a shock to some of you because everyone is under the assumption that Coach is Louis Vuitton or something, because I get so many requests to authenticate Coach shoes, for instance, and you saw those brand new heels sold for only $40, and those are fantastic. If they were my size, I would have kept them. But the Coach sneakers, for instance, that you find, those will be less than $20 every time you find them. If you're aiming to pick really high-end Coach, I would say stick with the leather products. Anything that is monogrammed on the outside, it just often does not carry a very good value. That includes the larger handbags, the vintage Coach items. I collect those myself, and some of them can go for several $100s a piece. When I find them though, they do go straight into my collection, and I'm looking to add colors all the time. So if you pick one of those, I could be your buyer on those. Keep in mind that just because an item carries a designer name does not mean that it resells at a designer price tag. My husband actually picked these up at our Walmart. They retail at Walmart for $4.99, but they were on sale for 75 cents. So he bought, I think we bought 15 of these. Well, I thought I sold one of these this weekend, but I actually sold 4. You guys, I sold these for $44. So I had them listed at $11 a piece. That did include shipping. This is just an oil diffuser. So you plug in the oil in the bottom. You could use, you know, Better Homes and Gardens or Bath and Body Works oil or something, and it smells up your room all nice and fragrant. The fact that Walmart sells these for $4.99 and I was able to sell them for $11 a piece on eBay brings up another really good point: accessibility to items. Not everyone has the same access to their favorite products, and this could even be a discontinued style because we bought these well over a year, probably a year and a half ago. This may be someone's absolute favorite style, and they needed 4 more to make everyone in their house look exactly the same. There are many, many instances when I sell items for more than their retail price. I recently bought a bag of matchbooks, and inside that bag of matchbooks that I paid $1.50 for were these 2 papers that said Cartier. Now I thought that these were matches at first, but once I opened them, I realized that they are lighter flints. There were 2 Cartier lighter tanks as well, like the fluid tanks inside of this. I already sold one of those tanks for $50. I've sold several of the matchbooks that I found, and I was not sure what to price these at. This one is actually empty. There are no flints in it. The packaging is damaged, and this one you can see most of the flints are deteriorated. We have 3 flints that are good. I priced these at $44 plus shipping, turned on best offer, and it took a couple weeks, but someone sure enough just sent me an offer over the weekend for $25 plus $4.70 shipping. Now I contemplated whether or not to let it go for, you know, nearly half of what I had it listed for, but look, there's only 3 flints. And here's my point. On a very unique item like that, when you don't know the value, if it's small enough, it's not taking up a lot of space, you can set your own price. But I would encourage you to turn on best offers, because the true value of an item is whatever someone's willing to pay for it. It had been a couple weeks, no one else had made an offer. It's clear that these were worth $25 plus shipping. So I made that sale. I'm very happy to have made it. I am over $100 now on that bag that I paid $1.50 for at an estate sale. It looked like a bag of matchbooks and it was worth the $1.50. I got home, investigated it, and there was so much more in there. Do not walk past little Ziploc baggies or any type of like a grab bag at a thrift store. You may be really pleasantly surprised. I sold 2 t-shirts, and this one is a men's 3X t-shirt. This is a Lego Batman men's. I think this one's a size large t-shirt, but there's kind of a funny thing about this sale. Let me explain to you guys. So if you're new in the world of reselling, or even if you're not, I have to shout out my friend's channel, Pittsburgh Picker. Adam and Sarah do a fantastic job. I have learned so much from watching their channel, especially in the realm of Cabbage Patch. Sarah's something of an expert in Cabbage Patches. But anyway, last night I was watching their live. They go live several times a week, and this was their Sunday night live. And something that I say on my own channel is that if you hit the thumbs up, then you are guaranteed to make a sale or your money back, because obviously hitting the thumbs up doesn't cost you anything. So you should go ahead and try that, by the way. Hit the thumbs up and see if you make a sale. Last night we had went the entire duration of Adam and Sarah's show, and I hadn't made that sale. And I said, well, I hit the thumbs up. I don't understand why I didn't make a sale. And so I said, we have to go into overtime. Adam and Sarah were so funny and humored me and went another 20 minutes in their show. I still didn't make a sale. Adam and Sarah get off of there and order these 2 t-shirts with a note that said, there, now you made 2 sales. So really just kind of a fun story there about being a full-time reseller and what it means to be a part of this community. So I understand if you have like a 9-to-5 job, it may not enable you to really interact with the people in this community like those of us that are full-time do, but like try, do your best. Tune into live shows, get on Instagram and follow, you know, other resellers. There are so many friends that I've made in this community and just so much like camaraderie and everyone cheering for each other. Like my job would not be the same as a full-time reseller. I would probably be a little lonely without the friends that I have in this community, especially Sarah and Adam. Thank you guys so much, Pittsburgh Picker. I will link their channel below in the description so you guys can go check them out. Check out these gorgeous gloves, these black leather gloves with brown leather accents. I actually got these at the same estate sale as the Cartier lighter flints. Guys, these I picked up for $2, just sold for $29 plus $5 shipping. The interesting thing about this sale is that it's going GSP. What in the world does that mean? One of the things I would encourage you to look into as a full-time reseller is enabling international sales through eBay's GSP program. So basically, an international buyer bought these gloves, and eBay is going to serve as the go-between, the in-between between me sending these via USPS off to Kentucky. That is where my responsibility ends. As soon as eBay has received these in Kentucky, they will actually play middleman. They will use the funds that they collected from the buyer. I never have to fill out any custom forms. I do not have to ship these to whatever country. To be truthful, I'm not even sure what country these are going to. eBay is going to handle that 100%, but it enabled the international buyer, because eBay is an international platform, to purchase these gloves from me for 30 bucks. I paid $2, and they're paying to ship them to Kentucky. They're paying eBay to ship them to their home country. GSP for me has been an absolute win-win. I, praise God, have never had any problems with the program, and I would encourage you to at least look into it. I waited way too long in my reselling career to enable GSP. It is something that you have to enable on your listings. So look into it, see if it's something that you'd like to pursue, and comment below if you have any questions about GSP. I would love to answer them. This last sale here is another interesting one. My husband and I were at a yard sale, and we found an entire bag of electronics, including this HP mini laptop. When we got this home, we just could not get it to fire up correctly. I think it went to a blue screen. I'm not really sure exactly what was wrong. We paid $5 for the entire bag of electronics. So I listed this on eBay, 4 parts not working, at I think 20 some odd dollars. I sent out offers at 25% off and just sold this broken laptop for $18 plus shipping. So 2 points I want to cover in that particular sale. One of them, you can sell broken electronics on eBay. You can sell broken anything on eBay. You just need to disclose that it's broken. Someone may be looking for parts. They may be looking for a screen, a battery. They may need the W key or something from that laptop, and they're willing to pay $18 plus shipping to get this one sent over to them. Maybe they're just a super computer whiz and they know how to fix that laptop. I think it's awesome because I have like $1 maybe into that laptop. I'm turning it into $18 plus shipping, so it's a win-win for me. The second thing I want to cover in that particular sale is that I made buyers an offer. It's a feature on eBay that you have to know about. So go to your seller hub, go to your active listings. On your active listings, you will be able to sort by the listings you are able to make offers on. You can make offers on everything all at once, 25% off, 5% off. I think 5% is as little as eBay will allow. And you are even able to make offers and turn on counter offers. Absolutely utilize eBay's offers to watchers. Okay guys, so here is the collection of things that are being shipped out today. I'm gonna go ahead and get these boxed up. There's nothing that's gonna take much time. This clothing is gonna go in a poly bag. These are gonna go in a poly bag, more poly bags. These will go in envelopes that I can ship them media mail. I'm gonna try to find a lightweight box to box all of these up because I included free shipping on these. So I'd like them to remain first class. That means they need to be under 1 pound to be considered first classable. And this, the buyer paid $9 shipping. so I will protect this. And I think I can get this into a slim box and still get it into a bubble flat rate mailer, which is gonna mail for like $8.50. So I'll be right where I need to be on this as well. Let's get all of this stuff packed up. Let's see if we can we skip to the good part? One of the cons of being a full-time reseller is that you are running an entire business probably by yourself. Unless your spouse is involved, you are the shipping department, the listing department, the photography department, the complaint department. You are the accounting department because you will need to pay taxes. You are solely responsible for running this entire business by yourself. But that could also be a major pro. You can set your own schedule. Literally, it's just you. If you want to close the business for a day, close the business for a day. If your kids have a sports activity you need to get to or a class party, go do it. There's no one really to report to outside of each individual buyer from your business, and there's no one to keep in line. It's just you. It's you every day, and you'll wake up tomorrow and it'll be you again. So definitely plug into the reseller community, but I think it can be a blessing to work by yourself also. You just need to learn to appreciate your own company. If you want to become a full-time reseller, get ready for full-time bills. The bill today to ship these items is actually on the cheaper side for me, $71.20. But you know what? If you're going to be shipping a lot of items, you're going to be shipping over $100 a day most days. Get used to that, but definitely charge your buyers for shipping, guys. This is not a hobby, this is your full-time job. If you're considering reselling full-time, absolutely invest in a thermal printer. I am currently using the Brother label printer QL1100, but this is my Dymo 450 Turbo, which is a standby. I am actually giving one of these away. I am hosting a 31-mile reseller march. What that means is throughout the month of March, I am challenging you to complete 31 miles. You can walk them, you can run them, you can wheel them, you can bike them, you can swim them. I want you to cover 31 miles throughout the month of March. Now that could be as simple as walking a mile a day, or you may choose, you know what, I'm just gonna knock this out in one go. Maybe you're an ultra runner and you wanna just do 50K in one day, 31-mile run. However you want to complete it. Complete 31 miles throughout the month of March. When you have completed it, you can let me know either here on YouTube in a comment, or you can let me know via DM over on my Instagram, which is reseller Rachel Strickland, and you will be entered to win a Dymo 450 Turbo, just like the one that I use. Now that does print 2x7 labels, so it will not allow you to print labels on Poshmark, or I think Mercari does not allow a 2x7, but eBay does allow a 2x7. I used that printer for probably 3 or 4 years. So if you want the full details on the giveaway, head over to my Instagram. Again, it's reseller Rachel Strickland, and look for the post about 31-mile reseller march. But if you are considering going full-time, definitely you need a thermal printer. It is definitely an investment worth making to help you to treat your business like your business, right? If you're going to resell full-time, and I think you should definitely invest in some cool bag to carry your packages around in. Farm Girl Scavenger Noelle actually gifted me this bag because she's amazing, and I'm gonna see if all my packages will fit in it today. Just don't carry your stuff into the post office in a trash bag on a regular basis, okay? A, it's wasteful, and B, you're gonna be seeing a lot of these people. You're a full-time reseller. Almost everything fit in the bag. It's time to take all of these packages, get in the car, head to the post office. While I'm at the post office, I'm going to go ahead and check my P.O. box. That's another thing that I would recommend. If you're gonna go full-time as a reseller, consider a P.O. box. USPS recently raised the rates of their P.O. box. The annual fee is nearly 3 times what it once was. So I am considering going with a local P.O. box company. They just basically provide you with a P.O. box, an address that is not your physical residence. If you're gonna do this full-time, you're going to be mailing out to a lot of people. Let's just say you made 10 sales a day, 70 people a week could get your physical home address. Maybe reconsider that, consider a P.O. box. It's not, again, something that you absolutely have to go full-time. I'm just, you know, trying to give you guys really helpful suggestions. I am so excited. There were 3 packages in the P.O. box. Now, this is the part of the video where I tell you, as a full-time reseller, your day is your own. Your schedule is your own. And while you're already out in town now, you may as well go thrifting. Let's go thrifting. I'm just kidding. We're not going thrifting, because here's the deal. So you remember, like, as a kid, or maybe you have kids now and you currently use this line. So you pick your kids up from school, you have your kids in the back seat throughout the day, like whenever you were riding around with your kids, and they're like, Mom, can we stop and get McDonald's? Can we get Burger King? Can we get ice cream? I'm hungry. Can we go get a snack? And what is your line? No. Why? We have food at home. So I'm gonna say to you right now, as whether you are part-time or full-time and you're like, let's go thrifting. No, we have inventory at home. Okay, like just try to remember that next time that you're out sourcing. If you're spending more a day than you're making on eBay, that's not a business, that's a hobby. So ensure that you are offsetting your weekly sourcing cost and set a weekly sourcing budget if you need to. So while you're out in town and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I absolutely have to go to the thrift store, I just want to remind you what the cost is to that. There's a huge time cost, first of all, because that's time that I could be at home listing the things that I already have, preventing a death pile, and there's a monetary cost. If I stop off at the thrift store once a day and I only spend $10, guys, it's $70 a week of things that I probably didn't need because chances are I had things at home. I recently just cleared out my closet and I have enough inventory for the rest of the week just off the things I cleared out of my closet. So even if you don't have a death pile, I'm just gonna challenge you this week to remember while you're out, you have food at home, okay? But that is such a huge factor and a huge part of being a full-time reseller is having discipline. You're your own boss, so be the boss. So I have some things already drafted that I only need to take pictures of. Now, what that basically means is that I have completed everything about the listing save for the photos, and they are just sitting there on eBay ready to go live. That is a great thing to have if you are a full-time reseller, because what if you want to take the day off? You could even go ahead and have the photos and everything ready and that listing just ready to go live, and you don't have to list that particular day. You may not even have to ship. I have a 2-day handling time, so I literally can take an entire day off in the middle of the week if I want to. And I encourage you to remember why you're self-employed, and don't penalize yourself if you decide to take a day off, a mental health day, a day with your kids, a day to go shopping, whatever it is that you want to do. Everyone deserves a day off. And one of the biggest reasons why I am self-employed and a full-time reseller is so that I don't have to request from someone else if I can take a day off. So while today isn't a day off, it is gonna be a little bit easier for me because all I have to do is photograph the items that I have drafted and plug those in. So I'm gonna go ahead and photograph those now. So what do you think? Do you have what it takes to be a full-time reseller? Absolutely, 100% you do. Guys, here's the thing. There is no secret sauce. It is not one size fits all business model or approach. What works for me may not work for you and vice versa. Here's one thing that I know for sure, regardless of your business model, reselling is and always will be 1 part motivation to 2 parts discipline. Motivation is the gasoline you put in the tank, but discipline is turning over the engine, right? Like motivation gets you up, gets you dressed, but discipline gets you out the door. Motivation and reselling will get you to the thrift store. You will find so many amazing things. You will look up comps. You will be so happy with yourself, but discipline is what will get those items listed. And to be a full-time reseller means to list. It means to list daily as often as you can. That's why that draft bank that we talked about is so important. But 1000% yes, you have what it takes to be a full-time reseller. And if money and finances is what's holding you back, I would encourage you to consider how you can spend less. Pay off everything that you can now so that you are financially free enough to be your own boss. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what you make as a reseller. It's always about what you spend. Develop such a low cost of living that the freedom to be your own boss can be yours. Truth is, there's not really anything that extraordinary or glamorous about the day-to-day workings of being a full-time reseller. It's a lot of list, ship, repeat. List, ship, repeat, with the occasional source thrown in there. Now, if we get that misconstrued, then we can source more than we list, or source definitely more than what we ship because we're not listing. So list, ship, repeat. Pepper in some sourcing to your liking, but don't go overboard. Comment below, let me know if you've been considering going full-time as a reseller, or comment and let me know what's holding you back. Sometimes just getting it out and verbalizing it can help us work through the things that are hurtling us, the things that are holding us back in our own barriers in life. Because I would love nothing more than for you to just be happy and financially free in whatever business that may be. And if that for you is full-time reselling, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to the rest of your life to at least pursue it as an option. It's not rocket science. You're already doing a fantastic job as a reseller. This is just gonna take things to the next level. I wanna encourage you one more time. You absolutely got this. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. God bless you. And remember, treat your business like your business. Alrighty.